Hello, welcome to Inspiring Leadership, a highly interactive programme designed with you and your future at Tulip in mind. I'm now going to pass you over to Carolyn, who's going to take you through the key aspects of inspiring leadership.
One of the key aspects of the program is that it is highly interactive, and straight away you will have some information that you will need to complete so that you can make this program really work for you. It is a lot of fun and provides you with a creative, supportive and challenging environment that will be different and stimulating. The thing about it is that it is not a training course. It is about real time, real people and real issues. This makes the program much more relevant. So now you see how the program flows. There is some pre-work which I will come to in a moment, but there is also some work that you will need to complete in between the workshops. The most important thing for you is to give 100% commitment and attend the program with an open and relaxed frame of mind. As the program is designed to fit together, some of the pre-work that needs to be completed in the first stage is fundamental to the working of the program for you and for others. This means that there are two things that you will need to complete, and should you encounter any problems or face any issues answering these questions, then you should contact us straight away. The two documents will be owned by you, and one of the team will now explain what they are, what they will give you, and how they will be used.
I'd like to now take you through a really important part of the programme. It's a process we call a 360-degree feedback tool, and many delegates have said this is the most important part and the most helpful part for them within their role. We call it a 360-degree feedback process because it's an all-round approach. It's getting information on how well you do things and areas that you might want to think about improving or developing in order to fulfill your role. The way we do this is allow you to own the process. It's really important you feel comfortable with this and you get what you want out of it. And that's going to be slightly different for different people. So what do we mean by this term 360 degrees? It's a way of getting information from different perceptions, from different views within and even sometimes outside your organisation. The first part, and some would say the most important part, is your view. So the behavioural questionnaire, which does look like this, will need to be completed by quite a few different people. And like I say, it needs to start with you. Okay, so you need to fill in a questionnaire for yourself, thinking about and reviewing how well you do your particular role. You then need to select a range of people that will give you useful information about that as well. In total, there needs to be about 8 questionnaires which are supplied with you in your pack. So that's 1 for yourself and 7 others. Your line manager will need to complete one, and that is important. You then want to think about people that you manage within your team or within your service, maybe 3 or 4 of those, and maybe a couple of peers, a couple of colleagues across the organisation that have a good view about how well you do your role. Once you've selected those people, you need to communicate to them how important this is for you, so they are open and honest about how they see you and how you do your role, and also when you need the information back. And all that information of timing is within your pack. When you are thinking about people and thinking about the range of people you're going to select, have a mixture of relationships. We don't want you just to pick your best friends and people you get on really well with, and people find it really useful to have a mixture of perceptions and views around how well you do your job. Once you've got the questionnaires back, you may want to look through them a bit before the residential, and you might want to even have a conversation with some people about clarity about your role. Maybe in particular your line manager. It's not compulsory, but we do recommend a conversation with your line manager about the feedback, about the programme would be really useful to you. So please do consider that. So let's now have a look at the behaviours questionnaire. There's 7 areas to be covered, and you'll see each one has got some questions or sentences about that particular area. And you need to complete a score, and the scoring situation is explained at the beginning, and how well you, and therefore others will do the same, do that particular aspect. Very importantly, you do need to inform people that comments or examples are really important, because you'll find people score slightly differently. Some people are very tough scorers. They never give people 4 out of 4 because nobody's perfect. And other people, they don't want to offend, so they might overscore some people. But what's very importantly is our general themes come out throughout the questionnaire, and that's what will give you this all-round view of how well you carry out your role. And I think you'll find it really helpful and really confidence building as well. Many delegates talk about how it helps build their self-confidence for the future. Once you have all those questionnaires back, what you need to do is go to the booklet Notes for Participants, and you'll see in the back of that a summary sheet. And you'll need to complete that with all your scores, which will give you an overview of the information that you've received.
One of the great benefits of this program is that you will make new connections, relationships, and even long-lasting friendships. Here's what some other delegates have had to say about the program.
When we first received the packs, initially it did seem like quite a lot of prep work to carry out, but actually the benefit of doing that and sparing the time, getting the 360 feedback and completing the online questionnaire was really beneficial.
Positive. It's been a great opportunity really to practice different styles and management styles in a sandpit almost environment.
We had to fill out a briefing form with our manager. I was very lucky, my manager went through that in a lot of detail, but talking to others on the course, we did pick up that not all of the managers did that, and it's really important so we get the most out of the course, understand what it's about.
I have found it very, very interesting. It's opened my eyes a heck of a lot, I have to be honest. I think the thing that's been most valuable for me is about working together as a team and being open and honest with each other all the way through. It was very, very clear from the start that's what we had to do.
It's taken me to a different direction and it's given me something completely different to focus on. Yeah, it's been really interesting for a self-development side from that point of view.
I think it's all within my own grasp. My behaviour is something that is down to me. Only I can change my behaviour, no one can do it for me.
So we really look forward to seeing you on the program.